Hey, welcome back. So many knives, so little time. Let's see what we got here. I know this looks like it's open. That's just because it popped open because they put this too big box into my mailbox and I couldn't pull it out without tearing it. So, got this on eBay. Pretty simple one here. Nothing too surprising, hopefully. What is going on here? Not even sure what I'm looking at. It's just there's a second thing, but I don't know if they separated the knife from the sheath or what's going on here. But saw something that had some nostalgic value for me and decided to grab it. Very well wrapped, actually. I'm gonna just give a shout out to the seller because not often you see that. Very cool. Now I wish I had the original version of what this represents, which is this knife that my dad had growing up. So I don't have that one, but I do can talk a little bit about what it was. His old camping knife and boating knife, and it has more of like a epoxy-like finish, but I hadn't seen one like this. So this kind of caught my eye, and I really love the sheath. So I am working on making one of these for my dad. This is probably from like 1967, by the way. So this is actually really well maintained to have this leather sheath looking this good. And so I'm gonna have my dad, I'm making one for my dad. I'm making it Magna cut with really nice handle and stuff. Like these were, maybe it's not in this case. A lot of these were kind of pinned in the back, but this one actually looks like it's not. Yeah, and they're just kind of funny, cool old knives. They probably weren't super expensive at the time. I'm just gonna clean these up. I kind of know going into this that these have a mirror finish blade, and a lot of them have been used, so usually they're gonna come a little dirty. So let me just hit this with a little rubbing alcohol so we can better appreciate what we're looking at here, and then maybe I can even get some of this, these brass or whatever bolsters often get a little oxidation on there. They'll get a little green finish issue. And then we'll have a better look at what we got. So that's a pretty nice finish on that. So this is an old Fiskars version. This is not the one that my dad had. My dad didn't have a Fiskars. He had a, what's the brand? Just slipped my mind. Normark. So Normark and Fiskars kind of collaborated around this, this design. And my dad had the Normark version. So I was thinking, at a worst case, I might be able to use this sheath for this Magna cut version of this knife that I'm having made by a custom knife maker, North Border Blades here in Bellingham. And it'd be kind of cool to be able to do that. Not sure if it'll fit or work out or whatever, but I'm gonna swing this by there and see if we can make this fit, because that would be cool to use one of these original sheaths for the project knife and be able to have that really nicely fit in there. So I'll see if the sizing and everything works well. One of the things I'm noticing right away on this one is this does not have any sort of retention here, so this falls out basically. There's not like a super good design here, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the collaboration between Normark and Fiskars and why they partnered up on this design or whatever, but you can get this in, from both manufacturers and slightly different variants. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to have this variant because I haven't had one, and this handle's a little different and stuff, and just get my hands on it and see what I thought. Feels nice though, and they're just honestly nice little knives. I thought the original might have a zero edge. I can't recall for sure. This one definitely has a micro bevel though, and it's actually quite sharp. I don't know if this has been resharpened. It kind of looks like it just wasn't used very much, honestly. This might be one of the better condition knives from that era. Not a lot of these, I've seen a couple still in the package, but not a lot of these were preserved to this degree. So this is kind of a cool version of it, because I hadn't seen one that was in this good condition. This basically looks like it was, I don't want to say unused, but there's not a lot of damage to that blade there, indicating much use was on it. So it looks pretty clean. I know it's kind of hard to film because it's so reflective, but yeah, it looks really good. So very neat. I think that's about it for this video, but please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.